Welcome, everybody, and welcome to my lovely guest today, Kristin Scanlon. Hi, Kristen.
How are
I'm
you?
good, honey. I'm so happy to see your beautiful face. And I want to tell people about you and what you do, and then we're going to have a chat. So, Kristin Scanlon she's known as a fearless motivator. She believes that everybody has a story, and she's really, she also, everybody has a story, and that she believes in a life purpose. And in her part time, she's also a real estate broker. I know we all do lots of different little things. But what Kristen also does, she does one-on-one coaching. She is an entrepreneur. She helps entrepreneurs. She does workshops. So you do so many things, and you do a workshop which I'm particularly interested in called Intensity. So first of all, Kristen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I was so excited to hear from you and to be able to be part of it, especially after meeting you this year at the cave. So,
Oh, well, you're welcome, love, and thank you. So I'm just going to jump right in and ask you, first of all, like, why do you believe everybody has a life purpose?
so I think everyone has their own path and purpose for a really great reason, right? We each have our own unique strengths and weaknesses. And for me, it's like if you know what your strengths are, like double down on your strengths, write them out, look at them, and then see, like, okay, in my strengths, what interests me? And then you can kind of grow from there. Because if you're really good at something, like for example, I'm really good at being creative, thinking outside the box, empowering others. And why is this my purpose? Well, growing up, like I was made fun of at a young age and I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. So I knew growing up at some point, I want to help others feel confident, feel brave, feel empowered. So like for me, like that purpose just aligned with who I am and it kind of unfolded naturally. I don't think, I think you could force yourself into a purpose, right? Like
Yeah.
people kind of put themselves into something. It's not necessarily what they want to do, but they're good at it. And then there's purposes where you might not be good at it, but you're passionate about it and you love doing it. So I think it could fall into many different buckets.
No, it's true. You're right. And I also believe in that. And I follow that very, really strongly in a life purpose. And I do think that we each have our own special magic. So I completely agree with what you're saying. So I have a friend in Philadelphia, and she called me one day and she said, I started this workout and you're going to love it. It's called Intensity. I'm like, all right, tell me about it. So she said, no, you do these like affirmations while you're jumping around. I'm like, there is no way I could do that. I'm like, I'd feel so shy and embarrassed. She's obsessed with it. And then the next thing, you walk into my soul cave and you say, yeah, I do Intensity. So tell us about Intensity. What is it?
So Intensity is a workout with positive affirmation. So you want to think about like kickboxing, dancing, aerobics, while yet getting spiritually fit. Um, what I love about Intensity, the word intent comes from intention. So I always encourage students to set an intention for the class. I show up with an intention of how I want the class to go. And the word sati means mindfulness. So each Intensity class starts with the same warm up. And like in the warm up, it like we say every day in a very true way, I co-create my reality. And we are conscious co-creators of our reality because what we speak, often we become, right? So the thing is interesting with Intensity is like it teaches us to co-create our reality, but from aware of like self-awareness and yet without judgment. And that's like the whole practice of mindfulness, right? Being able to sit still, like be comfortable with who you are without judging who you are. So it kind of, to me, it incorporates so many pieces into my life that like Friday alone, I was just having such a rough day and I felt unproductive. I felt grouchy. I felt angry, short, impatient. And I taught it on a Facebook Live, and literally within like the 15 minutes that I was teaching it on the Facebook Live, like my whole mood just shifted. It's like, as I'm doing willpower, which is like standing like this and saying like, I am powerful beyond measure, and then strong, I am stronger than I think. Like you actually feel what you're saying within your body while you're doing it. So it's pretty powerful.
You know what? I was on that Facebook Live. I watched it afterwards, and I agree. At first, I closed my door and I didn't in my room because I didn't want my kids to see me or hear me. And I started whispering whispering all the affirmations. But I loved it, and I can't wait to have you in the cave and doing these classes. But so for now, I mean, it's the most incredible workout, and I really want people to try it out. And so, are you doing any more Facebook classes, or if they want to get hold of you, how can they?
Yeah, so they could reach out to me on Facebook, on Instagram. I don't use Twitter that much. I use LinkedIn, email. So I could give you all my contact information. I use empoweringrealtor@gmail.com. My Facebook, my public one is I am Kristin Scanlon. So www.facebook.com/I am Kristin Scanlon. It's Kristen with an IN. And then my Instagram is I am Kristin Scanlon as well. So I post a lot of motivational content. I've been doing Facebook Lives Mondays at 5:30, which I didn't announce it, but I'm going to do one tonight. I'm committing to it right now, whether it's intensati or just doing a little piece of advice on being mindful, because the most important real estate is not the one that I'm going to sell you. It's the one right here in your head. So, I really want to help people like get that mindset muscle down pat. So yes, I'm going to be doing it Mondays, 5:30 p.m.
Okay, brilliant. And then there's a couple of other things I want to ask you about. You have come up with this brilliant idea, and I know I'm doing another segment on people doing amazing things at this coronavirus time, and it's about the Easter Bunny. So tell us, what are you doing?
So last year, my sister and I, for an open house, we decided to buy an Easter Bunny costume. And I was sitting at my dining table thinking, Easter is coming, and like I'm so sad that like I'm not going to be able to be with my nephews. I'm not going to be able to be with my parents. I'm partners with my sister in real estate, so I knew I'd be with her. And I'm like, well, like, how can we make this fun, and what can we do? And then I remembered, I'm like, oh my God, like I have an Easter Bunny costume in my attic, and I could go to my nephew's house and like wave at them from the window, hop on by. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I call my sister up because I had to make sure she's on board because I can't drive myself in the costume. It's kind of hard to see. And I'm like, I have an idea. And she's like, what? I'm like, we could bring the Easter Bunny to all these different towns and to different people. And she's like, yeah, I like it. Like, let's start out with our clients first and then go from there. So we like reached out to a bunch of our clients. Some answered, some didn't. And we get it, right? It's a different time for everyone, and everyone's having different feelings in this time of like, do we celebrate holidays? Do we not? Do we want to speak to, so we don't take it personally. And I said, you know what, let's just open it up to the public and put it on Facebook. Well, I posted it, and within 6 hours, 75 people signed up. So I had to put it out today. And, there's only 2 of us and 1 costume. And then we had thought of, maybe we can order another costume and like get someone else to do it with us, and we could split ourselves up. But like a lot of the costumes said they wouldn't be here until like April 23rd or May. So I'm like, all right, that idea's out. So we committed to the 75 people that said yes. We are doing Brooklyn on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be in Long Island, on different parts of Long Island. And then Friday and Saturday, we'll be in different parts of Queens. And what we did now is anyone that signed up after that reached capacity, because with a Google form, you can't stop people from signing up, but we had to take the link off of our page because otherwise I feel terrible telling people no. But anyone that signed up after, I gave them the opportunity, hey, these are the towns we're going to be in. If you want to drive with your children to the town, I'm happy, like park on the street and we'll social distance that way and wave to all the cars with the kids. So we're trying to make it work for everyone. And if that doesn't work, we're happy to do a FaceTime call or a Zoom call dressed as the Easter Bunny with your children. So, I'm trying to make it work for everybody, not just the 75 people that signed up.
That's so beautiful. That's such a creative idea. And it's really going to make a lot of kids' Easters amazing. Kids who, at least 75 to 100 of them. I love it. So if anybody wants to get hold of you, I'm also going to put your information, underneath on the YouTube.
I'm always open, like reach out to, I keep even telling people, like, reach out to me, call me, like, even if it's not about like what to do about real estate, what to do about intensati, like just call me. Like if you need someone to call and just like figure out how to switch from negative to positive, like I have a lot of tools in my toolbox that I could share and like offer, because every setback is ready for a comeback. So we're going to come out of this stronger than we were once before.
Exactly. And I know you have you have an empowerment hour and a breakfast club, and you do so many things. Like I could literally interview you for the next 2 hours, and I know that we would not run out of things to say, but people that don't have that much focus right now. So I just wanted to give them a taste of who you are. And if they wanted to contact you, they can, and you do private coaching and like so many things, and you could show that you could help them buy a house or an apartment. So many things that
Yeah,
you do.
that's one of my favorite things because it's not for me, like I'm not so concerned about the house, right? I'm concerned about people's mindset around the house, right?
Right.
Visualizing what it is that you want and making it become your reality. So I use like my vision board workshops and like tools that I teach people how to like manifest what they want, of how that could turn into your house one day. And then my sister is like the brains of helping you decorate the house and like doing the logistical part of it.
What a brilliant team you guys are. I love it. I'm so happy for that day that you walked in. It was like sunshine just came into the cave.
Oh, thank you.
So, honey, you stay safe and thank you for everything that you're doing. And, just like really helping people to see this in a different light because everything's about perspective. Like you said, your thoughts create your reality.
They do.
Thank you, Kristen. And you stay safe, love. And I can't wait to get video of the Easter Bunny because I'm going to share it with everybody.
You too. Yeah, I'll definitely, any pictures and photos and stuff that I have, or I'll probably be posting it on social media as well. Feel free to share,
Perfect.
or I could send it to you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.